we're announcing today is a massive additional investment, and here's a sneak peek of what the factory will look like. Yeah, it's gonna look. It's like sick. I mean, one of the other things that's really cool is we actually achieved our production goals with basically about half of the space we thought would be needed. So now we're going to fill out the other half, and so we're on to phase 2. So we're going to be investing. And I should say these are conservative numbers, so we expect to exceed these numbers. I think we'll end up investing over $4 billion. We're adding another 4 million square feet of manufacturing space, and at least 3,000 jobs, direct jobs, and I think it'll probably end up being more than that. These are conservative estimates. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so we're going to do our high volume semi-truck manufacturing here, and then we're also going to be adding 100 gigawatt hours of Tesla 4680 cell manufacturing here. And that's just to start. I think long term, we may do as much as as much as 500 gigawatt hours long term. But this increment is 100 gigawatt hours. So hugely important, game changer. So just some videos of 4680 production. We expect the new cell factory, as I said, to produce at least 100 gigawatt hours, and as I said, that's really just to begin with. Long-term, Tesla is aiming to produce well over 1,000 gigawatt hours, possibly 2,000 or 3,000. So this really is just the start, and that's equivalent to 1.5 million additional Model 3Y vehicles, and they will also be using 4680 for stationary storage as well. And to be clear, this is in addition to our suppliers. So when you think about the fact that there's 2 billion cars and trucks on the road globally, obviously you've got to build a lot of electric vehicles to replace all the gasoline-powered vehicles. And then about as much as what, again, is needed for stationary storage for sustainable energy. So yeah, it's actually really incredible to think about. So, and yeah, some people have said this is impossible, but you can drive it. Although, so. And in fact, we already have the Tesla semi-truck in use by some of our key customers like Pepsi. So that this year is kind of like the limited production of the semi-truck. And then hopefully sometime next year we'll be able to achieve volume production. It's a game changer. So although semi-trucks are only about 1% of the vehicles, they're actually responsible for 20% of the emissions. So it's a much bigger effect than you'd think if you just looked at the number of vehicles. It's an essential part of a sustainable energy future. And this is a beast.